Jde o to, aby nebylo vidět rukou, jakoby. Tam to potom nebylo.
No tak potřebuje někdo tam práci. No tak. A to tak. Nic na nic nemám.
Až 4 kliky.
I don't want to take it down. It's not really a good chance, right?
Session to request the session to have control.
Hey guys, so we are back for quarterfinals. We have some technical difficulties. The guy on the left is unwanted Michael. It's sorry, no, not Hans, but it's actually wanted Michael. We'll fix it as soon as possible. The guy on the right is playing a lone deck that we saw in the last round. It's basically a deck, you know, that's playing Vampire Sex Mage and Dark Depths and trying to combo your opponent off. And Valentine Michael actually doesn't play the Wasteland, so he doesn't actually have a way to kill it. So his best way to win is just, you know, an early pressure and trying to counter a Hex Mage because, you know, even though he can like jump to 2020 with Delver for a turn, he's probably not gonna be able to kill him before 2020 kills him. So, alright. And his opponent actually has already the Sven Sage and the map in a play, so he's gonna be able to have 2020 in play next turn. I'm not really sure what Valentine is going to do about it. Best shot is probably playing like something like a Ponder and Delver here, trying to flip it next turn and kill him in 2 hits. But that seems pretty unlikely. Right, second Pyromancer. I mean, I'm not really sure what he's gonna do about 2020. Maybe just hoping that he's not gonna play it. I really don't know. I think this is just game over. Alright, he does it on his turn, which is better. Because I'm not sure if they saw deck list, but he probably didn't. So he's just, you know, making sure to play around Stifle. It's not like Valentine is playing Jace to bounce it, which would be like the only reason to not do it on his turn. So, alright, brainstorm. I'm not really sure what he wants to find. I don't really think he has any answers. Maybe like a Wendland click, but yeah, it's just a game. Alright. The second guy is trying to fetch the deck list, so we can know better what they can board in. But
Not really.
I don't really think that either player has much. Like Valentine might have like two Blood Moons and Spell Pierces, but you know, Nothing really too good. Хорошо. První vyhrál ten Loom. Can you change it?
Hi guys, we're back. We're sorry for the not updating the page right now, but we'll fix it in like 3 minutes.
Alright, so we have the deck list here. Valentine has 2 blood moons, 1 price of progress, 1 flooded strength, which he probably wants to bring in because of the blood moons. His curve is a little bit higher, and he's gonna be able to fetch this island with it. I think that's the reason why he has it in his board. And I'm not really sure about the Flusterstone. They might be fine on the play to counter like a Duress, Inquisition, or even Sylvan Scrying, but it's pretty bad against like a Hex Mage or Expedition map. So I'm not sure if he wants that, but it might be better than like a random Chin Lightning. I'm not really sure. But since he doesn't have the Wastelands, maybe his best choice is just trying to kill him as soon as possible, and then Chin Lightning might be the best way to do it. I don't know. We will see. uh, the Martin has 3 Pyroclasms in his board, which should be pretty good. Kills every creature in Valentine deck. He doesn't even play the Monastery Swift Spear that can get around it. He has only 4 Revolvers for Young Pyromancers and 3 Snapcasters. So the Pyroclasm kills basically everything. Then he has 3 Ratchet Bombs, which I'm not sure he wants to bring in, but probably. It's like a little bit of a Pyroclasm. He doesn't really want to have that many these effects because he needs, certain cards to get through all those counter spells. He can play like Pyroclasm combo. That doesn't really work out. He needs to like be able to protect it. So if he draws like 2 Pyroclasms and Ratchet Bomb, then it's pretty bad. So I'm not sure how many of those he wants, but like why else would he play them? I'm not really sure.
Okay, so the stream should be fixed right now, so you should be able to see the whole truth and no lies. We are apologizing for that, and let's hope it will never happen again. And yet again, players start shuffling. I don't, I don't even remember like how many times he said that.
Yeah.
But at least Valentin like has a decent style of shuffling. Like he's done it with it like pretty quickly, I think. It's not that bad.
He didn't bring his.
I mean, like
his
I kind of get it. Like enjoy your shuffling if you're in like quarterfinals of a big tournament, because there is no time limit in you. But if you do it like in the 3rd round where you really need to win, or 5th round, whatever, so that is kind of weird.
By the way, Valentine didn't bring in his flooded strength, which is, I don't know, unexpected. Like, why else would he play it if he don't want to bring it in when he's bringing in his most expensive card? Maybe he just didn't have the 15 card for his sideboard, and he just put the fetch land in it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's actually that was the story, right? I don't remember the name really, but there was the guy who put accidentally a forest into his sideboard, like on the GP, and he ended up like in top 8 or whatever.
He bought it against Blood Moon and he won.
Was that? No. He just didn't have like the 15 cards in his
Okay.
sideboard, so he added a forest, right? And then everybody just kept talking like, oh, why is this guy playing a forest? That must be like some super secret tech, we should figure it out. And he was like, no, man, I didn't have the 15
Then you see
cards.
the same necklace with the forest in the board,
Yeah.
like Modo Daily 4 because people just copied the necklace,
list,
didn't
yeah.
really think about it.
And And I'm not even sure if the guy actually played a green deck though. I'm not,
Oh,
maybe he played
alright.
like meta blue with one forest in the sidebar. I'm not really sure, but
Okay.
maybe it's just an urban legend going around, but still pretty funny. Okay, so the players are beginning the game, it seems like, and they will begin with mulligan. At least Martin will. Valentin will keep his hand, and I would like to say he
Did you
seems
see?
happy, but I'm not really sure.
Did you see what he had?
No, I didn't have a chance to begin. He's very quick with cards, so he just
Okay.
went through them and put them on the table.
2 lines, five five spell skip. Don't really care what they are.
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying earlier that the Valentine doesn't have access to Wasteland, which is huge in this matchup
Yeah.
because he doesn't actually have a way to kill the 2020.
Yeah, but we saw in the last round that Martin can win even without his lands, right? Just smash in with
Yeah.
two hex
The
mages.
only way for him to stop the actual lands is 2 Blood Moons. That's it.
Yeah. But Blood Moon is gonna be like really good,
Yeah.
right?
That might also be the reason to bring in the Wretched Bomb. Actually, I didn't
Oh
think
yeah,
about it.
maybe. Yeah. Does Martin has
He has 2 Wretched Bombs and one
any
Crossing
other
Grip.
risk? What's that?
One Crossing Grip,
One
but
crossing.
I think he just wants the 3 Wretched Bombs. I thought he's thought scoring response. That makes sense. Any days is the Totsies. Alright.
Valentin has a pretty stacked hand, right?
Not really. He has 2 Forcibles, Young Prime Monster, and Treasure Cruise. So
Is it the requirements? I thought it's
it's not
the
bad.
monastery
I
Swift
mean,
player. Yeah.
of course, but
Does how many monastery Swift does he play Valentin?
no, it's not 0. He plays
Zero?
Snapcaster instead.
Okay.
Alright. So he's gonna be able to play Treasure Cruise next turn off of the fetch land. He'll
Mhm.
have to pay 2 for it, which isn't the greatest, but still pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, assuming the Martin doesn't have, Dispense Sage, Jardips in his hand, and
Yeah.
he will need to assemble his combo through spells. Valentine might be okay by just countering those,
Mhm.
but if he just draws natural either Jardips and Dispense Sage, I don't
And
think.
he runs four of those, right?
Yeah, both of
Both.
them.
Yeah.
I don't think he can lose.
Mhm. Does Valentin have like any answer
He has Blood
when?
Moons.
No, I mean like when if the Martyr Leash token actually
No,
hit the table, does he have any answer to that? Like Vapor Snack, something like that?
no, he doesn't have anything.
No. Even after Cyber?
No, there is no submerge, and even if there was,
Yeah,
his
Martin.
opponent plays couple land gorges instead of actual
Yeah, that's
lands.
actually a smart move
Yeah,
instead of
that's
forest.
probably because of
Yeah,
the submerge.
yeah.
He's Hex Mage, which he's probably gonna counter.
Yeah.
Also, he might be saying that if he has Directives, I'm dead anyway because he has the Thespian Sage. So I might as well not counter the Hex Mage because
Mhm.
if he has it, I'm dead anyway.
Mhm.
And that's what he does. But as it turns out, Martin actually, no, he doesn't have the Directives. He has the
No,
Teachers. Okay, so
that's the
Valentine might be
switch.
fine.
Yeah, but I think that's the reason why he didn't counter and do
Yeah,
anything.
but like, what better is he gonna play? Like Hex Mage blocks your tokens. Like, what else do you want to counter?
Um,
Like, he might
like
want to counter the
crop
crop rotation.
rotation,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Sylvan's crying, maybe. Like
Or
you want,
expedition. Yeah, yeah, that
yeah, or
makes sense.
expedition map. Like
Okay.
I think what Valentin wants to do is like he wants to deny Martin like any opportunity to search for his dark depths in this
Yeah, yeah,
case.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's his plan.
Yeah. And like the Hex Mage just doesn't.
We can ask
It's
him
not good.
afterwards.
The Hex Mage doesn't do anything without the Dardeps, and if he has the Dardeps, he's dead because of the Dispensage. So he might as well, just don't care about it and search counter any search effect. he comes deliver, which is basically what he wants. He just wants to kill him as soon as possible. I wouldn't be surprised if he played a second one. He might be concerned about Pyroclasm or Archer Bone, so that's why he's, so cautious, but I think he'll play it eventually.
Hmm.
No? Okay. He doesn't actually run Wastelands or Stifles. That's why the matchup isn't very good for him. Like, anytime your opponent just naturally drews the
Does he?
station,
Does
their depths and the dispense stage, you just lost on the spot. There is nothing you can do about it.
No, I mean, like in Valentin's deck, it kind of makes sense. He doesn't run Wastelands because he plays for Price of Progress. So you don't really want to, like destroy
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
opponent's non-basic lands and then just, price him for only 2 or 4.
Yeah. The best draw now would be just Blood Moon,
Hmm.
but
But I think actually Blood Moon doesn't, like make the. Oh, it only works with artifact lands, right? Right? Because the artifact lands they remain like artifact mountains.
I mean, if you didn't shut down the narratives, what do the Blood Moon do? Like,
No, I mean like I was thinking about if you cast Price of Progress under the Blood Moon and your opponent has like I don't know 8 lands like non-basic lands, does the Price of Progress deal 16 damage or none? Are those like non-basic mountains? Or are they non-basic mountains, right?
yeah, yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Because I
I'm
know
not sure.
when you have like the affinity artifact lands, they are still artifact mountains.
They might not be non-basic. Yeah, because you can definitely destroy them with Tectonic Edge, so they are probably non-basic mountains.
Okay, so even under the Blood
Yeah, yeah,
Moon,
yeah. The price of progress
will
still
work.
use them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Definitively. Alright, Sylvan Library. Is Valentine gonna counter it? Would you counter the Sylvan Library? I think you do. It's basically a search effect.
Oh yeah,
Sort
exactly.
of.
Yeah. I mean, like if Valentine's plan is to deny Martin, any option
He's
to
gonna
find the.
to score a response, just
Yeah.
there's no reason to not to.
Yeah.
He might draw a verse blue card than the Versatile.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's going.
I didn't counter it.
No, he did not. Okay.
Hmm. Really?
Well, he's getting Martin for significant amount of
Yeah, but
pressure
if he
now,
finds
but.
Darlefs in the Sylvan Library next turn, I think it's still gonna be enough. If he
No,
doesn't flip the
I'm not
Delvers,
sure if Valentin is not going to raise it, because he can still block with the Delver if he has.
if he flips
he
it,
flips,
but
yeah.
if he doesn't flip for 2 turns, he can actually die.
Yeah.
But I think that if you counter the Sylvan Library, you just can lose.
Mhm.
He might have been playing around, like expected him to have Sylvan Scrying, so
Yeah.
he didn't want to. He thought that the Sylvan Library might have been a bait,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, we can ask him after the match. I'm just gonna find out what the life total is. Oh, and there is the ancestral recall. One day too early, I think. Is it like a Pyromancer token?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the Pikachu tokens more.
So he actually has a token that when he plays a Treasure Cruise, he puts an Ancestral Recall token in a play. That's pretty cool.
Well, the thing is, Martin is actually on quite high total. He has 14 life, Valentin has 15, so we're just
The
gonna
reason
play.
I thought about it, and the reason why I didn't counter the Slow library is that if the Martin has a Pyroclasm, doesn't follow up, he's just so dead. So
Oh, that's true.
and
does
like if he flips the
Quintero
delivers in
Clausen,
his
does he
next turn,
even play
next
Quintero Clausen?
yeah,
Oh.
and if he flips the delivers in his next two turns, then he's gonna beat even the Dardaps. So it's probably right to play under Fire Clausen.
Oh.
Actually, that makes sense. But he might lose because of it now.
Mhm. How much damage did he do now?
Does he have a price of progress on the top? Well, if he does, then it's game over.
Yeah, price of progress, you can imagine, will be.
I mean, he played a Ponder, so he's probably gonna flip the delivers.
Yeah.
You would assume.
I mean, like, price of progress has to be the card for Valentin in this matchup, like, because it
Yeah.
deals so much damage to
Yeah. It's usually
Valentin.
at least 6.
Yeah,
Sometimes even
sometimes
8.
even 8, yeah. And that's a huge swing.
And that's gonna be game.
Yeah. I think so. Did Martin do 5 or 4 damage last turn? It was 5, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Blocks, he takes 5, 7, 9, 10. He goes to 5 and then just price of progress.
Yeah.
That's game. Actually, if he had a crop rotation there, could he sacrifice the
No.
land and don't find? He can fail to find, right?
Yeah. You
So
don't.
that
I
that
think
would
you
be
don't
only
have to
4 and
find.
he would go to 1. So maybe Valentine should have played the price of progress on his main phase, in case, he has a crop rotation, he doesn't attack with both of his delvers.
Yeah.
But he might have a forcible in his hand anyway, so it didn't probably matter.
But I mean, still, if um, but did, but he had like 5 lands and it was 8 damage, right, from the price of progress.
No, he had only three because he sacrificed one to the derivatives. And if he had crop rotation, he would sacrifice one,
Oh, yeah, that's
fail
right.
to search, and he would have only 2, so he would take 4, go to 1, and then attack with 20 and win.
That's right.
But Valentine had like a forcible in his hand, so he would have to have a Pyro Blast also, and
Mm.
it's so unlikely that he probably just didn't care.
Do you think? I mean, like, if do you think Valentin still has like a significant advantage when he's on play in this matchup? Because I feel like the combo deck could be, really quick. Let's say he goes off on like the 3rd turn.
Okay.
So
I
it
mean,
might be, not that as an advantage for Valentine to be on play. To be
someone said
on.
that it's Valentine, not Valentin, which I
Okay.
think is right, so you should
Okay.
change it.
Okay. Sorry.
There is an...
I apologize to Valentine Macron. Well, anyway, do you think it is like significantly enough, of advantage when Valentine is on play, or is it
For
like,
sure.
yeah, but like, is it as much as in the other matchups, like let's say in a mirror matchup?
I mean, like since he doesn't really have answers to Tron, Dispense Sage, and Dark, the more
Yeah.
time you give to your opponent, it's worse for you.
Yeah.
Also, they can put 2020 into play before you're able to play your Blood Moon, whereas if you're on a play, you're able to play it on turn 3.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Blood Moon,
And
that's a good
then they're
argument.
just dead.
Yeah.
It's not fun. You can just go home. That's your fault for not playing counter
So
spells.
I think the fact that you can play Blood Moon because before they are able to make 2020 is just so significant
Yeah.
when you're on the draw. It's not really the days. The days is probably gonna be good anyway because they play lots of 2s.
Mhm.
But
Well, also he plays Sylvan's Crying and the
Sylvan
Hex
Library,
Mages and
Vampire
Sylvan
Sex
Libraries.
Mage.
Yeah.
Also, Dardips doesn't produce mana, so unless he has Urborg, the days is gonna be pretty
Yeah.
good, pretty long.
Yeah.
I will over and die. Not doing
So we are getting information then it is Valentine, not Valentine, so I'm gonna change it back again to Valentine. You know what, I'm just gonna find it out myself.
this way. Kind of down.
Valentine.
happen. No way.
You notice Martin shuffles in a very weird way, a very strange way into a circle. That's
He's
something
probably
weird.
searching something
Yeah.
to get the lines.
No, I think he's gonna sign it for him, something like that. No, no. No.
What?
What?
I played 3 counters. That's okay. We
Just.
still got that. All good.
Well, it's nice, like to joke around with your opponent. Like, I mean,
That was awesome. Should I just try to cheat the Caracas in his hand? That would be better.
like a gotcha trick. No, I guess like they were talking about, yeah, I should have played Caracas in my side, but I had three in, my
Oh.
faults, whatever. Oh, aggressive. What do you think about like aggressively countering the control? Like, I know I get like
I think it's good.
the payoff like of like disrupting a Valentine's early game could be like very very big, but
Well, it depends on your hand. If you have lots of lands and you want to protect something, then it's
Mhm.
better to keep it. But like
Yeah.
if you're land light, you will have to play your cards and you wouldn't be really able to hold up your pyroblast.
Yeah.
So it's probably better to use it as your first
Yeah,
opportunity.
that's true.
So he's just tapping out for Sylvan's Flying here, so we wouldn't even be able to counter like a brainstorm on turn 2. So it's probably better to just counter it on turn 1.
Yeah, yeah. Like yeah, that's true. Like Martin will have to play his spells on curve, let's say, so he will not have
Yeah,
the
and
mana
say that he didn't, for
or
example,
land to
counter the
hold up
Ponder.
for.
Valentine might be able to look for a Daze or for Sobel, and
Mhm.
then he would counter the Sylvan's Crying. So
Yeah,
it worked out actually really well for him.
that's true.
Unless Valentine has Blood Moon, I think he's dead. Because Martin has both Dare Depths and Despian Sage in his
Yeah.
hand. And
So
that,
he's gonna
yeah,
he's
and
going to
Valentine
go
probably
off like
realized that, so he's brainstorming, trying to search for it.
yeah, he's going to go off next turn, right? If he wants to.
Well, he doesn't have neither one in a play yet,
Oh,
so it
oh,
will
that's
take
mana
him two
confluence.
more
Oh yeah,
turns.
sure. Hmm.
So if he has a Blood Moon turn 3, he might still have a shot. But that's like the only way he can win.
Does he really have both of
Yeah,
his land like
I
combo
think
pieces in
yeah,
hand?
I'm pretty sure he had Dardevs and he just searched for a Despian Sage. Yeah, there's Dardevs.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
this chance.
yeah.
He has both. Yeah. So Valentine basically has two more turns, right?
He basically needs to draw Blood Moon on his next turn
Yep.
because he doesn't have any Wasteland, Swords, Paper Snakes or anything to stop the 2020 when it hits play. So
Yeah.
he needs him to prevent him from doing that. So he's brainstorming and he knows it. You can just see that he knows it.
Yeah, he's like desperately searching for answers and Blood
Yeah.
Moon.
Now you just know that he's dead because he
Yeah.
didn't hit it.
But although, yeah, does he have a fetch land in hand? Because I think he does have another brainstorm, right? So. Uh, and now, I mean, like, now Valentin has to know, right? Because casting an Inquisition
Yeah.
and then playing like one of your combo pieces says like you're dead next
Yeah,
turn because
yeah,
like
exactly.
that's it can be more
Well,
telegraphed over the table,
maybe
I think.
Valentine hits Blood Moon on his top,
Yeah.
and he just saved it from Inquisition. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
But I don't think he had it with the brainstorm.
Yeah. Exactly.
But that would be pretty sweet.
Okay, so Martin will clear the coast of anything that could disrupt his plan of killing Valentin, and he finds Price of Progress the most disturbing card. How,
Sorry about this. We'll fix it shortly. fitting needle. Bravo naming Wastelands, even though Valentine doesn't play any.
Yeah. Wait, what would he? What could he name? Like, does Valentine play even
I
something that?
think he just named Wasteland.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I think Martin could figure this out. Like, if Valentine plays the Price of Progress, it's like very unlikely he will play the Wasteland because of the reasons we spoke. Like, you don't want to destroy your opponent's non-basic land, and then, the Price of Progress, I think, making dealing 2 damage or 4.
Oh, that's right.
But what would be the second choice? Like, if not Wasteland?
I can really think of anything. Chase, I guess.
Yeah, Jace, I guess. Maybe Divining Top? Would you
I
expect?
think
He
he
just
just
named
needs
it, yeah.
insult, yeah. I think he's just dead.
Yeah, so Martin is just going through the motions and copying the dark depths with the Thestrian stage and putting 2020 into play, and that's gonna be enough. And Valentin Maka extends the
And
hand,
here's the
and
bottom. He knew that needs it. He played into it, but it didn't work out for him. But
what?
I mean, he knew that he's gonna die, so he played correctly. Played 2 brainstorms and trying to find a blood moon,
Yeah.
but he failed. But
Well,
yeah.
anyways, Martin's gonna extend into the semifinals, and we'll be back with another match for you. So see you in a couple of minutes.